a monster locked in a maze, a hero with nothing but a sword, and a ball of string. The myth of Theseus and the Minotaur is part horror story, part love story, and part political thriller. But it's also a tale of betrayal, courage, and the thin line between heroism and selfishness. Let's step into the labyrinth. Our story begins with King Minos of Crete. Long ago, he prayed to Poseidon for a sign of divine favor. Poseidon sent him a magnificent white bull, but Minos refused to sacrifice it. Bad move. As punishment, the gods cursed his queen, Pasiphae, with Sapela, let's call it an unnatural desire. She gave birth to the Minotaur, half man, half bull, and fully terrifying. Unable to kill the beast, Minos locked it away in a giant maze designed by the genius inventor Daedalus. The labyrinth, Minos didn't just hide his monster, he fed it. After defeating Athens in war, he demanded a grim tribute. Every 9 years, 7 Athenian boys and 7 girls were sent into the labyrinth, never to return. This is where our hero enters. Theseus, Prince of Athens, brave, ambitious, and maybe a little cocky. When the time came, he volunteered as tribute, determined to kill the Minotaur and end the nightmare once and for all. But Theseus had help. On Crete, he caught the eye of Ariadne, daughter of King Minos. She fell for him hard, and with Daedalus's advice, she gave Theseus a ball of thread. Why? Because in the labyrinth, finding the monster wasn't the problem. It was finding the way back out. With the string tied to the entrance, Theseus could trace his steps and escape after facing the beast. In the pitch-black maze, Theseus descended into silence, shadows, and fear. Then came the roar. Deep, inhuman, and hungry. The Minotaur charged. Half man, half beast, horns gleaming in the dark. The battle was brutal, but Theseus fought with skill and strength. Finally, with one decisive strike of his sword, he killed the monster. The beast that haunted Athens was no more. Theseus didn't just escape with his life, he escaped with Ariadne. Together, they sailed away from Crete. But in a twist as cruel as any myth, Theseus abandoned her on the island of Naxos. Some say the god Dionysus claimed her as his bride. Others say Theseus simply didn't need her anymore. Hero or heartbreaker, you decide. And tragedy wasn't finished. Before leaving, Theseus promised his father, King Aegeus, that he'd hoist white sails if he returned alive. But in his triumph, or distraction, he forgot. When Aegeus saw the black sails, he assumed his son was dead and threw himself into the sea. That's why it's still called the Aegean Sea today. The myth of Theseus and the Minotaur is more than monster slaying. It's a tale of sacrifice, courage, and consequences. Theseus freed Athens, but his choices carried heavy costs. Heroes, after all, aren't always perfect. Sometimes their victories cast shadows. So, what do you think? Is Theseus a legendary hero, or just another flawed figure in Greek mythology? Drop your thoughts below. I'll be watching like Daedalus, guarding his secrets. This was Fact Me Today, bringing myths out of the maze and into the spotlight.